Welcome to In Her Voice, a podcast created for women who listen to and live by their deepest wisdom, their inner voice. This was made for you, the woman who feels pulled to more, to lead, to create, to dream, and to be a world changer. My name is Kelly Covert, and I am an inner voice coach. Join me here each week as we explore what it means to reach for your inspired potential, all while honoring your worthiness each and every day. Hello, you guys. This is Kelly, and you are listening to In Her Voice. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've got a solo show coming at ya, and I'm really excited to talk today about one of my favorite things to talk about, inspired potential. And I know I just did a solo show not too long ago on inspired potential, but since then I've been digging even deeper, and I had about 100 women go through the inspired potential 5 days of journaling with me, which was amazing. If you were one of those women, thank you. You really brought so much joy to me that week, and I hope that the journaling really revealed deep things to you. And one of the things that came up during that week is how we can reframe the idea of potential, right? Because probably for most of us, for as long as we can remember, potential is something that we have to live up to, right? I'm not living up to my potential, or will I ever live up to my potential? And that's tough. Like, it's hard to live up to things, right? It's like we set the standard for ourselves that, who is even the judge of that? Probably our very mean inner girl, our inner mean girl, right? And then we keep going along, always trying to feel like we have to measure up to something. And so instead, I like the idea of living into potential. And as we were journaling on this and talking about it, someone said, really what potential is, and this is so true, is that it's our power. Potential is not a yardstick by which we measure our lives. Our potential is our power. It's our power to create. It's our power to be who we are meant to be in this world. It's our power to show up and to say, here I am worthy, and I am here for a reason. And to me, that's so much more exciting and motivating and inspiring than feeling like potential is something I have to measure up to, right? My potential is inside of me, and my potential equals my power to make an impact in this world, to change my life, to change my world, to change the world. And, I feel like I talk about this a lot, about how we have the power to change the world by just making small changes in our own lives. But you guys, this is everything. This is everything. When we recognize our true power that is within us already, it's not something that we have to go get. It's not something that we have to earn. It's truly just something that we have to begin using. And in order to begin using it, we have to recognize that it's there. We have to honor it. We have to say, I see you. Thank you for being there. And I think that is a step that we skip, because we look around us and we see other people's potential. We see what other people are doing, and we think, well, I don't have that. You know what, my friend? Of course you don't have that, because you are you, and your power is yours alone. Your potential is yours alone. It will never look like anyone else's. It will never, quote unquote, measure up to other people's. It was not meant to do that. It was not created to do that. You and the power and potential inside of you were created just for you. And it is unique, and it is beautiful. And it will never, ever be like anyone else's. So what happens, number one, when you begin to recognize that? when you honor that, when you say, hell yeah, look at me. What I have and what I'm bringing and what I was born to be is amazing. And I am that right now. And I will continue to grow into that in an even greater way as I tap into the power that is mine. So number one, recognize it. Number two, begin to use it. So what does that look like? What does it mean to use your power? It means listen to your inner voice and do what your inner voice asks of you. Trust your gut. Believe that you are on the right path, and don't measure that path by anyone else's map. Only your own. Only you know. Only you know if you're tapping into that power. Only you know if you are being truly you, if you are living in integrity, if you are honoring your values. Only you know that. And that's where the rub comes, right? Because only you know that. And it can look like one thing to the outside world, but it can feel like another thing to you. You know what I'm talking about? I think you know what I'm talking about, right? Where everyone's like, oh, you're so amazing. How do you do it all? And on the inside, it just feels like not enough. That is about living into your power. I can make it look good from the outside, but if I'm not being me, if I'm not honoring who I was born to be, if I am not being authentic, and if I am not standing in my integrity, none of it feels good. And I lived a lifetime like that. I lived a lifetime where I did everything that I could do to make it look good from the outside looking in. And it didn't feel good. And now I've given myself permission to live from the inside out instead of from the outside in. And you know what it looks like? It looks messy sometimes. My kitchen counter needs to be wiped off. I don't clean my toilet every week. You know, I'm late sometimes. I forget things. But I know I'm tapping into my truest power to be who I was meant to be. And that it might not measure up from the outside, but I know it measures up from the inside out. Does this make sense? I want to share this with you guys because I want you to know the feeling deeply of being enough. And I can tell you that over and over and over again. You can listen to my podcast and you can hear me say at the end of it every single week, you are worthy. And trust me, I'm not going to stop saying that because we need to hear it. But you are not going to experience the true deep understanding of that until you honor that from inside of you, from within. It is there, but you have to see it and you have to listen. When you do that, when you recognize the power that is within you, that is when you begin to live into your potential. It's not about measuring up anymore because it's there. It's there for the taking. All you have to do is start using it. So that is really what was on my heart to share with you guys today. I just want to encourage you. You've got it. It's there. Honor it, acknowledge it, and use it. And if you want more of this, if you want to be able to tap into that, if you want to understand what I mean when I say to feel like you are enough right now, I encourage you to check out my Tapping into Your Inspire Potential course. It has all of the journaling prompts from the 5 days of journaling. And I also created 5 beautiful journaling meditations with music. So you can sit down with your headphones on and you can take 10 minutes of your day and you can have some stillness and journal into these questions. It's so good, you guys. You can find that at kellycovert.com/potential. And also you can find that in the show notes. The link will be right there. So if you're ready to live into the power, to use the power that's inside of you already, I created this just for you. kellycovert.com/potential. Now, as always, you are loved. You matter. We need you showing up in this world, being fully and 100% you. You are worthy.